get this Friday night kicking. Oh yeah, oh yeah. How you guys doing tonight? I'm just kicking it here and just doing my thing. We'll go back to last night's game. We're gonna talk about Mike Tomlin and the Pittsburgh Steelers and the job he has done this year. Bring up those two guys from last night. Where are they? I'll find them. Don't worry. Here we go. There they are. What a show by these two gentlemen last night. And I said before the game, right when I came on the air, I said these are two of the best. And they showed why last night they were two of the best. What a job they both did. Wow. These two guys put on such a great performance. America is still buzzing about it this evening. And when you put on a good show like that, and they did, I mean, what do you want to do? Lamar, terrific. Burrow was terrific late. They went for the 2 points, something that Tampa Bay didn't do Monday night, and they didn't get it. But the Bengals can roll that dice because even though they're 4-6, what the Bengals have shown is they will make a run at one of those last wild card spots. That's what makes next Sunday night's game great because they're going to have to beat the Chargers next Sunday night to stay alive in the wild card hunt. The other side, Lamar is Lamar, folks. I told you he has raised his level. Ravens now 7-3. They are tied with the Steelers technically, and it depends on what they do. Next week they're in Pittsburgh. Next week are two early games, and I'll have them both: Green Bay and Chicago, Baltimore and Pittsburgh next week. The late game is Buffalo, Kansas City in Orchard Park. They'll have 80,000 in Buffalo with the pom poms ready late next Sunday afternoon. And then I'll be back for the big game, Bengals and Chargers, next Sunday night. So let's get these two guys' numbers from last night. It's absolutely just scintillating. I mean, just tremendous football by these two guys last night. Oh man, what a performance! Get those numbers up. Beginning with Lamar Jackson, who was the winner last night. 25 of 33, 290 yards, four touchdowns, no picks. That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's going to win his third MVP at the age of 25. If you don't think this young man has grown to be the star child, I don't know what you're watching. And I'm not a Lamar Jackson fan. Okay, I'm a Jordan Love guy. Okay, I'm not a fan of Lamar Jackson, but I gotta give the brother his due. He is really grown into a real NFL quarterback. Now, the question with him is, can he get them to the bowl? Can he get the Ravens to the bowl? That's going to be the question for him, Josh Allen, to name two, Justin Herbert three. Can these guys get to the bowl? That's going to be the question with them. Chase had 264 yards and 3 touchdowns. You can't make that up. Oh man, Jesus! 11 catches for 264 yards and 3 touchdowns with Chase. Burrow, Stu Burrow, 34, 56, 428, and 4 touchdowns. Jesus! Wow. Passing rating of 116.07. I know Lamar had a 128. I think Lamar had 128, something like that, on his. Oh, even better, 151. He had basically a perfect score last night, Lamar Jackson. So these two quarterbacks lived up to their billing. That's why Lamar in my book is one. Two is Burrow. Three is Josh Allen. Four, I'm talking about playing at week 10 of the NFL season. Jared Goff is four and Patrick Mahomes is five. But I get the feeling Mahomes will move up because of DeAndre Hopkins' emergence. So those were the two quarterbacks last night performing at a very, very high level. Very high level last night. And of course, I just enjoyed doing the game last night. I had that boy, Mr. Miami, up here. So, who else I had up? Laurel. So let me see something. Just here chilling, folks. Still marveling at last night's game, which was just a real football game. So you had Miami and Buffalo on Sunday. That game was a thriller. But then, of course, last night's game, which was outstanding. So you had a little of everything last night in that Ravens game. I'm just here chilling. So that game last night told you something about how great the NFL AFC North is. I try to tell you people, the whole league is in Middle America, the best teams. I don't worry about Dallas, San Francisco, these teams. Okay, people talk about Dallas like they're 1995. They haven't done nothing since 1995. I hope people realize this. They haven't been to an NFC Championship game since 1995, and now the illustrious leader is out, Dak Prescott. Wish nothing but the best for Dak. I support Dak Prescott. I'm another guy that hates on guys. That's not me. You grow out of it the older you get, of the stupidity of fans. You want to see the best fans out there. You want to see the best players out there. Who give you the best entertainment value. Get your mind off your problems. That's what these guys do. That's what entertainers do. It's part of Americana. But the Ravens last night and the Bengals gave you a show for the ages. And NFL fans should be ecstatic of what you saw. And remember, Cincinnati was up 21-7 late in the third quarter. And then he just went nuts. And again, thank God they didn't play against Javon Chase last night. Thank the Lord. Whew. So you wonder what I'm doing right now? I am looking at my mailbox while I'm talking to you guys. We're going to talk about the Steelers tonight, about the job Mike Tomlin has done. At the Redskins Sunday, we'll be doing that game against Washington. The next Thursday night, Washington will go to Philly, which should be another good one. What's up, AB? What's up? What's up, Ray? Raven says he sucks. I don't know which one. I don't know who he's talking about. Let me make this. There we go. Good to see Raven. Hope AB is feeling well. As you well know, I was in the hospital for 9 days, and you're dealing with those kids. And what I mean by kids, the kidneys, folks. It's nothing to play with. I had to go in, get myself cleaned out. Hey, be media in the building, everybody. All right, Mike Tomlin, Pittsburgh. Let's get with it. Uh, Defense is playing completely out of their minds. I can tell you that. First of all. Second of all, I think it was a smart move by Tomlin pulling uh, Justin Fields and letting Russell get his feet wet with the Jets and Giants back to back weeks. You couldn't get a better tune up. Now they get the Redskins this week, the Ravens next week, and they get Philly late in the year. So do they get Kansas City. But the point is, this is preparing Pittsburgh to make a run. And Pittsburgh and Baltimore, to name two teams, the Bills, Texans got to heal a little bit, San Diego and the Chiefs. That's six right there. Which, what did I tell you? There's only one spot open. Who's going to get it? Broncos, Jets, Colts, Dolphins. Who's going to get Bengals? Who's going to get that last spot? Who's going to get it? Nobody knows. That's the beauty about pro sports. You don't know. If you did, there'll be a lot of rich people around betting on what I say. Iman's in the building. Thank you, Iman. Thank you, family. Good to see you. Too bad tonight's a boring night in sports, folks. I mean, my God. NFL in reality is boring this week because the only thing that saved it is no one knew the Redskins were going to be this good. Good to see Iman in the building. You got me on that screen. Put my bets in early this week. Cowboys, Eagles over 41. Steelers plus 2.5. Rams -1. So appreciate everybody. One thing is real, and I'm this way. I'm more of a human being than I am a sports fan, and it's pretty nice when people wish you well, because I do the same to people. I don't like to see people sick or down and out. That's not good. That's not being a good human being. A lot of people didn't like that Joe Burrow got roughed up a few times at the end of that game. I do buy that. I don't think the referees blew it with that. I don't know what the hell the NFL was thinking. Are you talking about a soccer player died on live TV? How the hell this happened? Oh, he got hit in the head with a lightning bolt. Wow. not a good way to die. I tell you that. Godspeed to that guy. Wow. So, but yeah, Pittsburgh is in this mix, folks. And next Sunday is going to be huge. I think it's a swing game for the Bears against Green Bay next week, and for the Steelers. Steelers win that game, folks. They will take control of that division. Something that none of us thought would happen. So there's a lot of football, and like I said, watching the Ravens yesterday last night and the Dolphins and the Bills on Sunday. We got some good football this week. Now, how these games on Sunday are going to be, nobody knows. So, so Tomlin doing his best coaching in a long time, as the Steelers are clicking on all cylinders, folks. Steelers and Ravens both clicking at the right time. So, as I'm just here chilling, let's see. Yo, what's up, stranger? Salute to you, man. I see our boy is really doing the job over there. Shout out to Red Supreme TV1. Me and David Bowman was day ones for uh, Red Supreme TV1 about 5 6 years ago. Boy, as time flew fast. Miss Melina in the building. Her Maple Leafs playing the Hall of Fame game. Shout out to our boy right here, David Bowman, and shout out to Miss Melina also. Happy Friday to her. Shout out to Dave. Dave, happy holidays to you, bro. Let me tell you that right now. Happy holidays to you, man, because I don't get to see you much. I'll be in Red's clouds, but not in the chat. Definitely in his clouds. We need Dave to do. We need Red to go back to the old divesting days. Maple Leafs up 1-0 in the Hall of Fame game tonight. Good to see Pavel Datsuk getting the love he deserves. He'll be inducted Monday night. NHL Hall of Fame ceremony takes too long, so. And plus, there's nobody really I'm gaga about, but I do respect the hell out of Pavel Datsuk. Datsuk was some player, folks. He was some player. So, Mike Tomlin, where do they go from here? Where do they pick up the pieces for Pittsburgh? I think Pittsburgh is doing well. I believe they have to win these two games coming up. If they win these two games, they're going to be in excellent shape. Next Sunday, the Ravens come in. That's going to be awesome. So we're going to have Green Bay, Chicago next week, and the Bears swing the tide on the Packers, and we'll have Ravens Steelers for first place in the AFC North. We'll have those two next week. Shout out to my man Tony Over likes my new logo. I love the logo. Very, very unique. Thank you to my nephew Ran Ran. Gonna have a good weekend. Just resting and doing some work around. That's why he's the best. So who you like this weekend? I like Pittsburgh plus 2.5. The Cowboys, and I got the Cowboys and Eagles at 41 earlier this week. I put my bet in, and got the I got the Rams at a point to win. Dolphins Dolphin fans came in heavy with the money and changed the spread. I think I'll say it again. It would have surprised me if the Dolphins beat LA on Monday night. No, because um I believe the Dolphins can hang with LA, but I think LA is about to get ready to take off. That's the difference. I don't see Miami taking off at all with that schedule. I can see the Jets taking off. As crazy as that may sound. At 3-6, I can see the Jets beginning to make a run because they got their offense ready. Okay, get you some scores. All right. Hi, Scotty Pippen Jr. Starts for the Memphis Grizzlies. But I tell you, Memphis looks totally different from the team of 3 years ago. This music these young people listen to is strange. So Memphis was introduced just now. Houston's at undefeated Oklahoma City. Boy, I remember the upper bowl at Oklahoma City games once Westbrook left was empty. Now you look at this Oklahoma City arena and all the seats are filled again. All right, Oklahoma City, I believe, is 11-0, which a lot of people are surprised about. All right, Portland, Minnesota at 9 o'clock. Let me go to take a peek at this game. It's nothing happening tonight, folks. Golden State and Cleveland. Okay. Boy, look at that packed house in Cleveland, bro. They still live in the past. I mean, that was 8 years ago. Cavaliers and the Cavaliers and Warriors. All right, Tomlin. Redskins this week. Next week, Baltimore. Let me do their schedule for you. Watt's having a monster year for them. But then again, Watt always has a monster year. So let's do the Steelman for you. All right, Cleveland up by 17 on the Warriors. Cleveland and OKC, the only two undefeated teams in the NBA. Let's take a look at the Steelers moving forward. All right, Washington Sunday, Ravens next week. Then they got the Browns and the Bengals on the road. Then the Browns again. Then at Philly, at the Ravens, Christmas weekend, at the Chiefs, and home for the Chiefs and home for the Bengals. So the Steelers, three of their next four games are on the road. Matter of fact, one, two, three. Five of their next seven are on the road. The only two home games are the Ravens and the Browns. Steelers gonna be wearing those white jerseys a lot. Basically to Christmas Day. The schedule's a little tough, but I believe with their defense and running game, I'm a big believer that defense and a good running game travels. So right now, do I like Pittsburgh right now? Yeah, I like both them and the Ravens. Only one can win. So all these teams. Just looking at this. So as you hear me, just you moved back to Bushwick, back in the springtime. Cool, Dave. It's good to see you, man. I mean that. I'll be hitting you up on Red's channel. You act like you don't know a brother no more, man. But you know what? We're good, bro. We always will be good. How's Bushwick treating you, man? How's Bushwick been treating you? Good. Hope it is, man. Hope it is, Dave. Dave back in Bushwick, Brooklyn. Me as always, just chilling. Really nothing happening in the NFL this weekend. The people are still crying about the Cowboys' injury problems. You ask me, people should just get over it. That's what people should do. Just get over it. You know, Houston, Detroit this weekend. That's Sunday night, by the way. Uh, Houston's banged up. I hope they give them a fight at least. That would be very nice to see. We all would appreciate that, but we'll see. That's the beautiful thing about sports. I mean, except for the NBA, we all know that's coerced come playoff time. But the other sports, especially hockey and football, uh, baseball too, those sports are legit come playoff time. She's hearing me quiet like I'm just chilling, folks. That's what you do. Just chill. Don't let nothing get you too upset, too rattled, and enjoy life. I mean, you're only here once. Might as well enjoy it. You know, I'm just sitting up here having a good time talking to you guys. That's what I do. I enjoy doing this. Okay. So, Dave, you're the best, bro. I mean that sincerely, man. I always appreciate our friendship and always appreciated you because when you talk in that chat room, you make sense all the time. And if people can't handle what you say because you're telling the truth, that's a them problem, not a you problem, brother. That is fact. One thing I totally agree with you about is about the sisterhood. I got your back on that all the time. Don't think I don't, I do. So, so let's look at the card for this weekend. It's a shitty card in my opinion. So I'll give it to you anyway. Okay. NFL card. Steelers and Redskins, as will be at Sunday. Falcons are in New Orleans to sweep them. Atlanta's having a very nice season. New England's at Chicago. Giants against the Panthers. Take your lady out to the mall early that morning. Give her the card. Let her just shop away. She'll be happy. Broncos at the Chiefs. Vikings are at the Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence not playing that game. Niners and Buccaneers. Bills and Colts. Titans and Chargers. Jets Cardinals will be interesting. Eagles Cowboys. I don't know. And then the Lions and Texans Sunday night. Dolphins and Bears um, on Monday night. And then next Thursday night is the Redskins and the Eagles for first place in the NFC East. So, like I said, there's nothing really going on. So, gonna be a long weekend, folks. Cleveland blowing out Golden State by 33 points right now. Cleveland undefeated. As their fans are eating it up. Go over here. So those games are not exciting, folks. I mean, no one cares about the games, really, unless you're a fan of those teams. And gambling purposes, of course. Always gambling purposes. That's always right there with the NFL along with fantasy. So you're off to a good fantasy start. Good for you. So very slow night in sports, folks. Take it from me, I'm telling you. Okay. Pittsburgh and Washington Sunday. I will say this about that game. It's but this game is coming down to plain and simple. Can Jaden Daniels put up more than 24 points in that Steelers defense? If you ask me, my answer is no. My answer is definitely no. He cannot do that. Ovechkin, 34 goals away from beating Gretzky's record, which I never thought in my lifetime we would see. And isn't it funny how it took a player who no one knew even existed back in 1999 to be the 21st century's all-time greatest goal scorer? Who would have thunk it? But it's going to happen this year. It's going to happen, folks. 305 is in the building. Pittsburgh Steelers acknowledge me. Yes, Ovechkin. He's gonna break Gretzky this year. He got too much good talent around him. Capitals reloaded, and a lot of people didn't read it. They went under a lot of people's nose. Not mine. I saw that a mile away. I said it up here. I said, "Watch out for the Caps. They have reloaded for Ovechkin to try to get him to Gretzky's record." Yep, Austin Matthews out indefinitely for the Toronto Maple Leafs. That is a critical injury for Toronto, but they'll survive. They're up 1-0 tonight. Yeah, they're still up 1-0 in the Hall of Fame game tonight. Got the game right behind me. Meanwhile, they're still doing RV commercials as I'm trying to get the Capitals. This game is not on anywhere but ESPN Plus. So if you get ESPN Plus, and I do, I get all the networks, folks. I mean, when it comes to sports, I get all the networks. So I get it all. Everybody's still talking about the Jets, 13-1. Dallas tomorrow. That's gonna be a good one. As my afternoon tomorrow will be spent watching hockey. I'll be on here at 5:15. We'll do the plight of the Miami Dolphins tomorrow. That'll be tomorrow's early evening show. Edmonton and Vancouver is the late game tomorrow night. Toronto and Montreal is your early evening game at 7 o'clock Eastern on Rogers Sportsnet CBC. I get all of that, of course. It's me. Hurricanes are playing good hockey. Bruins, Bruins very lucky they escaped last night with the Flames. And I'll say it again about Calgary. Give Calgary some credit. They're trying to be competitive, but bro, this is not the time to be competitive. Start doing what you're supposed to do. Bring up some of the younger players and lose games. That's what we want from our Calgary Flames. Lose games. Speaking of that, Ron Washington was at it again, and he's on vacation, and they called Ron up to tell him that they signed. Damn, I forgot the picture now. He used to be with the Cubs, and Kyle Hendricks. There you go, Kyle Hendricks, and he hung up the phone. Let me tell you right now, if the best you can do, 2-1 Pittsburgh after one. If the best you can do is sign Kyle Hendricks, you're gonna have the worst team in the league next year. And if I'm Ron Washington, I will one out, without a doubt. Still 1-0 in Toronto. That game is gonna run late. So this card sucks, folks. I mean, you could take my bets and try and win some money if you want to do that. I got the Rams -1. I got the Steelers +2.5, and I have the Redskins, Cowboys, and Eagles over 41. Now that's up to 43.5. I will still take it. So I'm just sitting up here cruising. It's a quiet night, folks. Nothing to really talk about. Oh man. Okay. 305 in the building. Melina in the building. Good to see everybody tonight. Oh yeah. Dolphins on Monday night. I'm off Monday night, so I will talk about the Dolphins tomorrow. Doing the Dolphins tomorrow. So Dolphins tomorrow night. Really tomorrow evening, 5:15 Eastern. I'll be on. Not really any good college football games on. So I said, what the hell? We talk about my boys tomorrow. Let's see. All right, Melina just told me the Red Wings just scored. I just saw it right there. Dylan Larkin, who else would it be? Have him on my fantasy team. Fantasy team is doing well. WWE is in Buffalo tonight. Yes, I am, Melina. I am doing Dolphins exclusive tomorrow night, 5:15 Eastern. I know it's been a long time, right? But this Dolphin situation is getting out of control. They lose Monday night, folks. I don't know what to tell you. Dolphins tomorrow. Hope 305 and his flu is almost done over. Dylan Larkin just tied the game for the Wings. Now he got that captain on his jersey. 1-1. Just under 10 minutes to go in the second. Dylan Larkin. Mm. Okay. I know 305 is watching his wrestling right now. as they're play fighting tonight. So I'm just chilling right now. Tomorrow we're gonna have a hopefully tomorrow we'll have a good night. Is talking about the Dolphins at 5:15. Where do they go from here if they lose Monday night? Monday I'm off. Football on Sunday, and next Sunday is gonna be fun. We're gonna do the day game, which is Green Bay, Chicago, or Baltimore and Pittsburgh. I'll take the afternoon off, and then I'll be back for the Chargers and Bengals next Sunday night. So I'll be next Sunday. So this here is chilling, resting. Well, quiet night, folks. I mean, damn, could you give us some games on? Not tonight, unless you like the NBA. You know me with the NBA. That's not working. So Maple Leafs just scored, folks. I'll let you know who scored in a second. For Toronto, the NBA is boring. You were right about that, fam. So Red Wings up 2-1 on. I mean, Leafs up 2-1. The Red Wings with 8 minutes to go in the second. So 305 watching his wrestling. Your boy here, on the other hand, because it's a slow night, I'm about to call it tonight. 305. I'll see you tomorrow, 5:15. So You get up here tomorrow night, tomorrow evening, really. Hurricane game would be over. They should go to 10-0. Then they got two left: Wake Forest and Syracuse. Got a bye next week, and then they'll finish it off with that. So, I like to thank the people in the clouds. Raven, appreciate you, family. David Bowman with the surprise visit. The beautiful Miss Melina. And of course, 305. Big Dolphin show tomorrow. And I talked about Mike Tomlin, the job he's done. Russell Wilson, I thought that was a brilliant move. Mr. Miami says he'll see me on Sunday. You ain't gonna pull up tomorrow night for the Dolphin show, 305? Let me get that show up. This will be tomorrow. I might as well leave it here since it's gonna be tomorrow's show. Yep. The Dolphins last Sunday as you see the Bills kicker getting carried off the field. And we'll talk about the Dolphins tomorrow night, 5:15 Eastern. I'll leave that there. I want to thank everybody, and we'll have a good one tomorrow evening. I'm helping somebody move. Okay, man. I'll see you Sunday after your big Mississippi, what's called it, Mississippi Delta breakfast. People in the clouds, thank you. Good night from the Oasis, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow night. The play of the Miami Dolphins tomorrow night, 5:15 Eastern time.